Hey guys, welcome to the chapter Supply Analysis, and today we are going to see the distinction between contraction and decrease in supply. See, as such, looking at these words from the common person, common man point of view, contraction and decrease seems to be same, but in reality there is a vast difference considering economics point of view. So let us see the difference today. Let us start. Contraction in supply. First point, meaning as usual. Contraction in supply refers to lower supply at lower price. That means whenever the price lowers from the seller side, supply will also be less, and that is what is contraction in supply. So basically it happens due to price. Since price lowers, the supply becomes low. That is called contraction. Now moving to the other side, decrease in supply. See, decrease in supply means there also the supply is lower but the price remains same. Please remember this basic difference. When we talk about decrease in supply at the same price, if the supply is lower, that is called decrease in supply. So the price remains same and still the supply is lower, so that is called decrease in supply. I hope the point is clear. When we discuss contraction, price lowers, supply lowers, that is contraction. That is okay, that is normal case. But when we talk about decrease in supply, in that case the price remains same and still the supply is lower, that is called decrease in supply. So meaning is over. I hope you got the meaning. Then second point, reason. That means why this happens. What is the reason behind? Contraction in supply happens due to fall in price. As the price falls, so it's a normal tendency of any seller to reduce the supply. So due to fall in price, lower supply is done. That is called contraction in supply. And here behind the decrease in supply, the reason are different reasons, such as decrease in supply happens due to changes in the determinants of supply like more taxes, higher cost of production, etc. I would like to explain it further. See, whenever the taxes are more or even the cost of production rises, basically what happens is the seller's profit percentage is cut down. Seller's profit reduces because he has to pay more taxes. And since his profit reduces, that's why he is supplying less even at the same price, because he is getting less profit, and that's why any seller would not supply more. And hence, even if the price is same, since his profit is cut down due to higher taxes or higher cost of production, that's why he is supplying less at the same price. So this is the base functioning behind this decrease in supply by the seller. So second point is over. I hope you got this point, reason. Now third, since we are discussing contraction and decrease, it is very much compulsory to draw the diagram. You can't explain this distinction without diagram, so it's compulsory. Look at the diagram, please. See, contraction in supply, here we have to show that as the price reduces, the supply also lowers. So that only we are showing on the board. OP, original price level on the higher side. OQ, original supply on the higher side. So there we are getting the supply curve. Curve will remain same. Then afterwards the price reduces and price lowers to P1. So the new price is OP1, and as the price reduces, supply also reduces. So the new supply is OQ1, and hence we can see on the supply curve there is a downward movement on the supply curve. The earlier supply was on the higher side and the new supply at the reduced price at the lower price is on the lower side, which is shown clearly in the diagram. Now moving on to other side about decrease in supply. The price will remain same. So we are taking one same point of price, that is OP. Price will remain same. The earlier supply was OQ, which was more, which was to the right side. And now the new reduced supply will be less, that is OQ1, shown by OQ1, which is inside, which is to the left side of the original supply curve. So here we are altogether getting a new supply curve, which is shown by the dotted line S1 S1. That is the new supply curve shown with the dotted line. So OP, original price, OQ, original supply. Again OP same price remains, but due to some things like more taxes or higher COP, cost of production, now the supply is reduced even at the same price. So the new supply is OQ1, which is shown by the supply curve S1 S1. There we are getting the new supply curve S1 S1. So that was about the diagram, very easy diagram. Once you get the concept, it is easy to draw the diagram. Moving on to the fourth point, next point of distinction, supply curve. Contraction in supply is shown by the downward movement on the same supply curve. See, it is clearly seen in the diagram. Please see the diagram carefully. That side, decrease in supply, it is shown by the shift of the supply curve to the left side. So the new supply curve is to the left side of the original one. Then last point, point number 5. Contraction in supply, it is part of variation in supply, whereas decrease in supply, it is part of the change in supply. You have already studied it in the chapter. See, for the with this distinction is over. For the detail of this variation in supply, changes in supply, do watch the other lectures which are already uploaded on the channel. Do watch the playlist also and support me guys. If you understood this, then make sure to like, share and please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.